Hi, welcome back to another session of Ask Nati. Today, a question that I was asked yesterday, and the question is, can you explain exactly what is synthesis? So if you're not doing analysis, and you say that you're doing synthesis, what you're doing? By the way, a very common question. So analysis is the process of taking a big problem, chunk it up to smaller problem, take each one of the small problem, try to find a solution, thinking that you will resolve the entire problem. This is what we were taught to do. This is, if you graduate university, this is the thought process that you were taught to do. But this thought process is going hand in hand with the trend that science did for many years of breaking parts into smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller parts in order to understand how they are working. But in some point of time, around 40s, 60s, when quantum computing started, and then chaos, and then other branches of system science, people start to realize that breaking stuff apart has benefit, but has also disadvantage. And many times you need to look at the entire system as a whole in order to understand what's going on. So if you're not doing analysis, you are looking at the system as a whole. And when you're looking at the system as a whole, this is synthesis. And in a nutshell, every system, we're not talking about application system or IT system, we're talking about the organization system. So every organization has a system that runs the organization. There are people, there are groups that interact one with each other. There are concepts, there are mindset, there are policies, there are procedures. There are many elements that put in place to make sure that 100,000 people will work together in order to reach a certain purpose. And that's what we call a system. Now, if you are going to break a system apart, you will never find the flaws that exist in the way that the system was put in place from the beginning. And this system, this management system, is rarely being changed. So it was usually set up when the company started, and it's sustaining itself all the time with inherent flaws in the system that no one is taking care of because you are using analysis. So if you want to find the flaws within your system, which by the way never goes away. So if you know, there's a very common scenario, I don't know, the head of IT sucks and we need to replace him all the time, and for some very weird reason we are already hiring someone that was very good at what he did before. We are bringing him over, is a total catastrophe, and we let him go because he doesn't know what he's doing, and then he's moving to another job. He's very successful again, which is a very clear indication that something wrong in the system, not with IT and not with the particular guy that runs IT, something wrong in the way that the organization system was set up. And up until you won't resolve that, you are simply experience the same problem in different ways, but it's the same problem all the time. And without looking at the organization as a whole, you can't do it. And synthesis or not doing analysis is not as simple as just looking at the whole. There is tools, there are frameworks, there are languages, there are methodologies how to do it, and you have to learn them in order, and practice them obviously, in order to look at the system and understand it. And if you have both analysis and synthesis, then you can find more, resolve more, and be much more better than the competitors around you. So I hope that you got it. Thanks.